Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel World of Vishali. I hope you all are doing well and staying safe. So today's blog is all about how to fill the VIDEX application form for the Schengen visa or for the Germany tourist visa. So if you're planning a trip to Germany and need a Schengen visa, you will need to fill out the official VIDEX visa application form online. In today's video, I'm going to show you the step by step how to complete every section of the form correctly so you can avoid mistakes and increase your chances of approval. So let's get started. So your first step is to access the VIDEX portal. Head to videx.diplo.de. This is the official German government platform for visa application. And the step 2 is to select the language. Once you are on the VIDEX homepage, choose your preferred language from the drop-down menu at the top right corner. And the step 3 is to fill your personal information, which includes your personal data and the professional details like surname. So here you have to enter the surname exactly as per your passport. And then is the surname at birth. If different, then mention your birth surname. If same, then repeat. First name should be again as per your passport, the date of birth. But here you have to follow the format, date, month and year. And then is the place of birth, the city where you were born. And the country of birth, again, where you were born. Gender details, male, female or other. Marital status, select your current status. Is it single, married, divorced or what else? And then is the nationality. You have to enter the current nationality over here. And other nationality means you have to mention any other citizenship of past if applicable. For example, right now you are holding a German citizenship, for example, and earlier you were Indian citizen. So here other nationality would be Indian. And the last section is for family members of Europe, EEA or Swiss nationals. If you want to provide the information about professional activity, reference and financing of their stay, then you can say yes. But this section is for the family member of European, Swiss national and EEA. And fill the details further. If you are not a family member of European, Swiss national, then you can leave it. And for the professional details, first, fill about the current professional activity. Means you have to select your job. Are you currently a student, employee, self-employed or retired? Then you have to fill a company or a school name and address. So you have to include the full name and address of employer or institution. Step 4 is to fill the contact details where you have to add the residential address of the applicant. The current address is the full residence address where you are currently staying, like street name, house number, postal code, location and country. Then is your telephone number with country code. For example, if you are filling from India and the phone number is starting with +91, please add the country code as well. And then is the email address. So you have to provide your working email address as updates may come here. And in the last, they are asking about, do you reside in a country other than the one of which you are currently a citizen? That means if you live outside your home country, then you have to select yes. And further, you have to give the information about type of right of return or residence permit. This refers to the type of resident status you hold in the country where you currently live. For example, living in UAE, but you are holding the citizenship of India. So option that you can write here is resident permit for work, student visa, dependent visa, or you are holding a permanent residence. And if you are applying from your home country like India, then you can leave this blank. Secondly, they are asking about the number of return authorization and resident permit. So this is the document number of your resident permit or visa for the country where you are residing. For example, here let me give you the example. If you live in the UAE, you will enter your Emirate ID number or your residence visa number. And if you're applying from your home country and does not have an Emirate ID number, then leave this blank. And third is you have to provide the validity date. Enter the expiry date of your residence permit or visa. The format should be followed date, month and year. For example, 31st December 2025. And step 5 is all about your document information. So first here you have to select the type of travel document. Usually you have to select the ordinary passport which you are holding. If special case, then select accordingly which is applicable to you. And then the travel document number, which is your passport number, enter exactly as mentioned in your passport. And here the nationality identity number, which refers to a personal identification number issued by your country government. It is different from your passport number and usually found on your national ID card or citizen ID card, and it's not mandatory to fill, but up to you. If applicable and you want to add, please fill it. I can give you some example for this. So for example, for India, Aadhaar card number, and if asked, then you can give. Otherwise, Germany does not usually require it for the Indian citizens applying for India. And for the UAE, you can enter the Emirate ID number. For Philippines, there is the PhilSys number, the national ID number. For Germany, personal identification number. USA, social security number. And for the UK, national insurance number. So this you can fill if this applicable to you. Next, they are asking about the date of issue, means when the passport was issued. You can find these details on your passport and fill the date, validity date of your passport, which is expiry date of passport. And then is the detail of issue state, means which state has issued your passport, issued by whom and issued in which city. For biometric data, here they are asking whether you have previously given your fingerprints when applying for a Schengen visa. So why do they ask this? Since 2015, all Schengen visa application for short stay like tourism or business are required to provide the fingerprints as part of the visa application process. Once your fingerprints are collected, they are stored in the visa information system and can be reused for the future visa application for the next 59 months, which is almost 5 years. So if you have given fingerprints already within the last 5 years for Schengen visa, then select yes. Otherwise, leave this blank. For visa sticker number, if known, this is the number printed on your previous Schengen visa sticker in your passport. It's again optional. Fill it only if you have a record of your previous visa sticker number. If you don't remember, you can leave this blank. But remember, if your fingerprints are already on the file or system, you might still be asked to provide them again during the day of you submit the documents for the application. So that was all about the step 5. Now the step 6 is all about travel details of your trip. First is to select the main purpose of journey. Is it tourism, business, visiting family or friends, or something else? If not listed the purpose here, then fill in the next field of others. And optionally, if you want to provide further information on purpose of your trip, you can add here. Second, they are asking about member state of first country. Means write the name of first Schengen country you will enter from your country and the main destination member state. For example, Germany. If you are mainly visiting Germany, you can select more than one country under the main destination. Then is the number of entries requested. So here you have to select according to how many entry you would like to apply for visa. Is it single entry you want, double entry, or a multiple entry visa? And here they are also asking about planned arrival date of the first planned stay in the Schengen area, which means that select the date of first day you enter the Schengen area. And for planned departure date from the Schengen area after the first planned stay, that means enter the date of last day you leave the Schengen area. Next, come to this section if necessary. Entry permit for the final destination country. So this section details are not mandatory. This section is only for the travelers who will visit another non-Schengen country immediately after leaving Germany or Schengen area. So let me give you an example. If you are flying from Germany to UK, which is not part of Schengen, you may need a UK visa. And if your final destination is a country that requires a visa, you need to fill out this section to show you already have the necessary visa or entry permit for that country. So how to fill this section? First, you have to add the type of entry permit you hold for the final destination country. Is it resident permit, return visa, permanent resident permit, or miscellaneous? And then add the entry permit number which is printed on that visa or entry permit for the final country. Second is final destination country, which is the name of country you are traveling to after leaving Germany or the Schengen country. For example, you are going to United Kingdom. And write the details of issued by which authority. Is it UK visa or a UK immigration or embassy? So next is valid from which date, which is the start date of visa of final country, and valid until which date, that means which is the expiry date of your visa for final country. So that is all about 6th step. Now let's come to the step 7, which is all about to fill the reference details, which cover the type of reference you have. If a friend, family member, or any individual person in Germany is inviting you, here you have to choose the option of inviting person and choose inviting organization of company. If a company, university, conference organizer, or an event organizer is inviting you. So this option is very common for those who is traveling for business trips or attending a conferences or trade fairs in Europe or visiting a university for short-term programs. Hotel option you can select as a reference, and this is the most common option for tourists who books hotels directly. And you can also choose accredited diplomat if you are invited by a diplomat accredited in Germany. And you can select the European citizen if you are visiting a family member who is a European citizen but not German living in Germany. And if you own an apartment or holiday home in Germany where you will stay, then select the apartment owner option. And if you are taking a renting private accommodation for commercial landlord, then you can also select the renting private accommodation for commercial landlord option if you are staying at a hotel, hostel, or commercially rented apartment. And the last option is renting private accommodation for a private individual. You can select this option if you are renting accommodation directly from a private individual, like an Airbnb host or subletting from someone temporarily. Once you select the types of reference, then you can fill all the details of that option. For example, surname, first name. For the hotel place, you can fill the hotel name details here and the hotel reservation number. For the apartment, you can fill the apartment name, building details. For the company, you can fill the company name, the full address of that street, postcode, building, or a house number, location, country, telephone, or email if you have all that details from them. And here the important tip I want to give is, if you are staying in more than one hotel, then add the details of first hotel where you will stay or the one which is covering most of your trip stay. And you can also prepare a separate document listing all your accommodation details, especially if staying in multiple cities. For apartment owner reference, you may need to show the proof of ownership if requested. So all the fields of reference details are not mandatory, which are marked mandatory. You just can fill those and leave rest if you don't know. That was about step 7. Now the step 8, which is the last step to fill all of the details regarding the cost coverage for the travel and living expenses. So how would it be covered? Means that the travel cost and living expenses during the applying stay will be covered by applicant themselves. That means if you are covering all the expenses, so here you can provide the proof of sufficient funds. And the second option is by third party, that is host, company, organization. Means if someone else is sponsoring your trip, then you can select this option and you can also provide their details and a sponsorship letter. Yeah, so step 9 is to select the means of subsistence, like how the cost will be covered. Is it by cash, traveler check, credit card, prepaid accommodation, prepaid transport, and other. And then step 10 is the last step to review and print the application. After filling in all the required fields, review your application very carefully to ensure that the all information is correct, which is very important. And once confirmed, submit and download and print the completed application form. Then you can sign the printed application form, but remember, the digital signatures are not accepted. And on the day of appointment, you have to submit the signed form along with your all the required documents to the German embassy or a visa application center, for example VFS, as per their guidelines. And on the day of appointment, you have to submit the signed form along with all the required supporting documents to the German embassy or the visa application center like VFS as per their guidelines. So by following all these steps, step by step, you can successfully complete the Germany Schengen visa application form online. Hope you find this video helpful, and now you can fill it hassle-free without taking the help of any agents, spending a lot of money on the agents, but you can do it by yourself. And always refer to the official German mission website or contact them directly for the most up-to-date information, because every year the things change. So keep update yourself by a German website and the guidelines regarding the visa application process. Moreover, If you also want to know how to apply for a tourist visa for the Germany, or you can call it Schengen visa, then please check my video under the Germany informative playlist. There I also added the form filling guide for the longer term visa, like for the work visa and the study visa, and you can find these links of the video under the description box. So wishing you a smooth visa process and a fantastic trip to Germany. Please don't forget to like this video, comment your question, share the video with your friends, family who are going to apply for a Schengen visa, and don't forget to subscribe for more travel tips and guides. Thank you so much and see you soon in another video. Until then, bye bye and happy travels.